Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Infraspace. I hope you're having a great day today. I'm working on the areas here that are yellow, and part of this is adding more carbon. We are down on carbon, so I'm just going to add a few more things of carbon here. Trying to get this lined up. What about there ought to do it? Then I'll walk you through some of the changes I've made regarding the highways and all that stuff. This will be fine. There we go. And then we're just going to go and add carbon processing here, 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 and that this will make all those more efficient with the adjacency bonuses as well. There we go, and done. Okay, so I've added a whole bunch of nanotube of the neural processors, and I haven't added any more high tech, although I might. I'm trying to make sure that I'm able to sustain all of this with no icons over top of it. We need to make more microprocessors and electronics and all that stuff. I'm going to do that over here, and I might do that off video after this video. But I wanted to go into and just sort of take a look really quick if we can add any additional resources to get ready for the ultimate end game, if you will, which is going to be getting to this, the adamantine mine. We're also going to have Iridium propellant factories up today in this video. So we'll have to get that, and I'm sure the Iridium propellant factory will require an additional source of iridium coming in, so we're going to tap into this source over here. And I think I'm actually going to do that with this highway instead. So I'm going to take this all the way over about, like, let's say here. And then we'll get it connected like this, and then I might just let this highway continue, and then we'll put buildings and stuff in here, but I think the Iridium propellant's going to go over in this area. The other thing I wanted to do was to add a train station over in this area too. If I'm going to put buildings and stuff over here, it takes forever for cars to get over in this side. So if I put a train station here, I could have a large train just take things and then just, you know, bring it through like this little area here maybe, and then just down. And so we might add a train to get it over and then connect it up with this. I do still wish, like I said before, I wish I could just, you know, kind of do a big bridge kind of thing up here or have some control of the landscape, but I don't have control of that, unfortunately. Okay, so the last step, the last building that we have to make here is this one, and then we have access to, I think, pretty much every factory. Yeah? Every building and every factory aside from the colossal adamantine drill, which I might actually go ahead and research next just to do it. Take a look at resources really quick. I have added some housing because you see we have a lot of jobs. So I've added some housing. Those are getting upgraded and stuff, right? And I also have to keep an eye on my food levels, parks, all that kind of stuff to make sure that people don't, you know, downgrade. The houses can't downgrade. So it looks like we're producing enough of pretty much everything. Yeah. Lots of survival meals. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Oxygen seems to be right around where it's... I could add one more, maybe two more, because it's getting kind of close. When you're producing barely enough, then you have to rely on the trucks to efficiently get there. And I would rather just sort of... yeah, this doesn't look like it's that much traffic, so I'll pop a couple of oxygen producers over there, and then maybe another one right here next to the source right here. Let's just kind of go like that. There we go. And I could have more oxygen being produced and getting into the city. So I think that'll probably hold just fine. Okay, so all of this is still pretty efficient. It's still purring, and we're distributing lots of the industrial robot factories off to where they need to go. I don't have any traffic issues. So for the most part, this city is just taken care of now. We can just leave this as it is, and any new stuff that comes on in here can be something that we... Oh, hang on. What? Oh, well, we're not good because we need more power. Yikes. Wow. The nuclear power we have is not sufficient. I didn't know. Okay. Well, we can go ahead and add another one. Right alongside there, and right alongside here, right like that. Okay, and then we'll just go ahead and do, let's just do this. It's fine. We can just bring that all the way up. Why not? And then this can go all the way over. Yeah. All right. So those will get connected once they get uranium, and we should start seeing more power being added to the grid there. Yikes. Okay. So with that being done, I'm just waiting on science now. I thought it would be done already. I've been trying to stall. I'll admit it. I've been trying to fill the airwaves. Let's get some more microchips and stuff because we're going to need this anyway. Let's take this and go like next to this here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the microchips will go behind it like this. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Gotta just 4. I could just stuff these in here real compact, you know. And that's going to make the traffic really heavy in this area, just temporarily until they get everything delivered. And then we'll have this road go all the way across like this. Give them an alternative route on that side, which hopefully will alleviate traffic on this side. And then we'll do the same thing over here. It looks like we actually went long ways here on this side, so let's just copy that. This, and this. And we're just adding more jobs, you know? Here, let's just, no, it looks like we're gonna do it this way. All the way across to here. Kind of wish I could. Here, let's get the snapping off. Move this a little bit. Like so. And then... we could actually go a little bit further in, can't we? Let's kind of bring that up like this. Yep. And then... Whoops. Pop that here. And then pop it here, here, here. And we'll put one more on the side like this. Okay. More microchips going in. Good. Almost done. 99%. There it is. All right. Iridium propellant factory. Let's take a look at this. First, I'm going to go ahead and start the... I'll start the neutron reactor because we're going to need more power now, right? I mean, I added this, but we're still going to need more power. We're getting close to the limit. So let's take a look. The Iridium propellant factory requires sulfur and iridium to create the propellant. I do not see where iridium propellant is used by any process at all. Like, I don't see a workflow usage for that resource. So I'm going to assume that this resource is just not implemented yet. Like, as a raw resource goes, I'm going to assume that's not implemented yet. Just a little bit weird, but all right. So the Iridium propellant factory, you can put this over here since it is, again, not something that's implemented into the game as far as I can tell. We can stick it over here. Now, the resources it needs is sulfur. We have sulfur down here. I could hook this up and have it come back this direction. Or... alternatively, I could just have the iridium brought down since it's already on its way down anyway. I could have that brought down to it, which I think probably works a little bit better. We have a two-way highway here, so we can just tap into this, I guess. So here's what we'll do. We'll take and bring a road straight along this way like that. I know that's a little bit... Well, it's not very clean, is it? We'll move it over here like this. Okay. Then we'll take a just real quick on-ramp sort of thing and go like this. I'm going to take an off-ramp sort of thing just because it looks cool. And we're going to bring it down like so. And then wrap it over like this. So it kind of goes underneath the bridge and then it merges on right here. Okay. Then... we're going to say that we want some big sulfur mines, and we'll just place this, I guess, right on this road for now, because I don't think we're really going to use the sulfur for much of anything other than this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the road will, I guess we'll upgrade it, because there's probably going to be some traffic here. So we'll upgrade this for now. And then I also, I think, want to go ahead and upgrade you, be like that. Okay. So this... we'll have it come over like so. And then over on this side is where we'll put the... wait. HOLO display factory. Oh, we're not making this yet. Oh, I missed this. We have to do this now too. HOLO display factory. Yeah, sand, iridium, and oh, more carbon nanotubes. Gross. Okay, we can expand this. We're just gonna have to tap into this iridium supply to make that happen, but we'll do it. Okay, go back to here. Iridium propellant factory. Oh, I was really hoping there was enough room. That would have looked so clean. I want to do it. It's gonna look clean. It's gonna look nice. Can I put this any closer to the... It's like I can. Will you let me go far enough, though? Okay. I can make this work, I think. We're just gonna move this road down a little bit. Move this up a little bit more. There we go. Good. And 1, 2. I want one more just because. No? Okay. Move the road a little bit further. And 3. Iridium propellant factory. Okay. So the iridium propellant will get sent down to here. We're obviously going to need power. That's going to be taken care of by this line. We're just going to tap into this supply. And we're most likely going to need one more nuclear plant to make that happen too. So we'll pop that up the top here like this. And then bring that road all the way over like so. Okay. Next, we're going to want to bring in the power solution, which I'm going to place right about here. That should be fine. And then we'll just hook the U up like so. Done. Okay, all of this stuff can now work. We need this iridium to be connected, and man, do I wish there was a way to get down here from this side. I really did not want to send the supply down this road, but it looks like it's going to have to be that way. Okay, so major mine. Let's go. 1, 2. All right, we can make this cleaner, I think. Here, let's turn it and just go sideways with it, I guess. 1, 2, like that. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll start with 8. 8 seems fine. Make a big road like this. Have it lead all the way into this, I guess. Okay, and then finally, you are gonna also... I'm gonna make a big 6-laner that does this, just because. Yeah. All right, there we go. And then over like so. Okay, so that's gonna take care of the iridium supply. At least I hope that's sufficient for what we need. We'll go ahead and connect it to power, which is gonna be from here all the way to here. Come on. Right there. There we go. So all this iridium is going to get popped into the system now, which is good. And we have this highway here that it's going to mostly use. Got that big, thick highway that it can all get to pretty quickly. But if it needs to go this direction, then it can. Now, it has to travel all the way over and through to get down into this highway so that it can get off that highway, right? So I anticipate some purple vehicles heading that way now. There we go. And we'll head all the way down, get off the freeway, and then slide up into here. And then it will end up in the iridium propellant factory, which, again, I don't know if there really is any usage for this at all. So, yeah, like, it might just be a pointless building at this time. This one looks like it's actually being produced, though. No, it's moving, but there's no workers there. Right, I still have a population issue. So I'm going to have to grow my population a little bit. I've got reports of like some people having like 50,000 people. I'm not growing my city that big. I play games until they reach the point of repetition. So if it gets to the point where we are doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, it's just a matter of scaling it. And there's really nothing new or substantial to add to it. That's the point where I typically stop. It's just me. I'm not saying anybody else needs to follow that as a formula, but that's me. That's how I do things. And so I imagine that what I'm going to end up doing here is probably reaching... I think I'll probably reach 8,000. I don't think there will be much a reason to go higher than 8,000 people. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, I'm not going to base my stopping point on getting to 8,000, but I'm mostly at estimating that I'll reach 8,000 before we quit. Let's go ahead and get this to go like that. I need to move this over slightly like that. Very close. Almost. Come on. There we go. And then get the... Oh, really? You know what? It's actually fine if it's not perfectly aligned, because there needs to be a gap there for that power pole anyway. All right, and then we're going to take the road and go like this. And then we'll move these into position, actually. Yeah, straighten them out. There we go. Okay, so more houses, and then our existing infrastructure will just allow this expansion to work without having to worry about anything. Actually, I think I need to bring this road straight again. There we go. And we'll just line you up where you need to be. Oh, did you make a bridge? Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, there's a bridge here. That's why it did it. All right, new plan. We will not connect it to this road. It'll be a dead end. How you like that? Maybe it'll even go underneath this. Maybe we'll even extend our little place over this direction anyway, with that road going underneath the bridge. That sounds fine. Okay, then we'll go ahead and realign you up there and there. That should be fine. And then we'll go with housing here and here. Okay, and then two more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I'm gonna have to realign those. 3 and 4. Shift that over. Shift that over. Then you are gonna go like this. Oh, very close. There. Okay. That should do it. Now, you'll notice we have this double sort of road here, right? And that's to allow this main highway to continue. So we'll be doing the same thing here with it just being right next to this road, because I want this highway to continue. I would like it to also continue in a way that allows me to get off that street right there. I'm gonna have to go down like so, and then over there, because I don't want it to make a bridge. And then we just go like that. Not really gonna work that well. We will change it to where we end up going like this instead. We'll go this way, and then we'll go like so. Yep, and then we'll take this road and then bring it over like so. Okay. That's gonna look a lot better. We'll have to keep an eye on our food and all that stuff too, but I imagine as we expand this little area here, we're probably gonna need to drop things like more culture and parks and things. So I'm gonna get ahead of that, I think, and just drop another stadium, maybe right, well, I'll put it over here for now. I can always move it, but I don't particularly know where it's gonna go, but I'll try it there for now. Oh no, this goes over here. There. Kind of a silly looking road, but whatever. Okay, so all those are in, and then school probably is needed. School. I can't see it. School. I'm gonna go with, yeah, probably. It's not needed yet, but as they expand, of course, it will be. So we will bring this road straight out. Again, down on the ground, so that you don't make a bridge. You don't need that. Yep, like that. Close enough. You can go that way with it. And then straight out to this. Make that straight. About like so. Close enough. And then we'll take the school and just go along this road. 1, 2, 3. For now. Maybe even another park will be needed. Looking at parks. And it's not necessary. We can hold off on parks. We don't need it. Let's also get a power substation, and we'll put that in right over in this area somewhere. We can always move the substations. And then we're going to take the power pole. Let's go with this one here. And just go straight this direction. And then over like that. Nope. I didn't click the right thing. Get rid of this. No, it didn't work. Hang on. Like that. And then you will hook up there. There we go. Okay. Yeah. And then we're going to need probably another block of houses here to get enough population. So why don't you let me just hammer away at the housing population really quick. The housing matters. I kind of want this road to go straight, so I'm going to leave that. I'm going to hammer away at this, and then I will be right back to show you what's up from there. Okay? Okay, I've laid in all the houses I'm going to have, at least in this particular area. If we go across the highway here, of course, we can get some more. So I might also expand the housing around here. That was the original plan, is to kind of come around this area. So if I need to expand housing, I will. But this should get us, as long as these houses are all upgrading and stuff, it should get us over the jobs number that we need, especially with the distribution of all of the robots and stuff too. I need to take a look really quick at schools. I have added a couple more, so they're over here. And I think probably we're good on survival food. Yeah, culture is the one I'm worried about. I think that will be okay. It's going to probably expand to like 280 or something. So I think it'll probably be all right. So there we go. We're going to have enough jobs now to fill everything. We already do. No, at this point, we already do. So that means these should have all the workers they need. And yeah, it does appear as though all you need is to simply have them somewhere. You don't have to have them living near where they work. It just needs to be in existence is what it looks like. I think these facilities here could use just a tad bit more carbon production being local. So I'm going to take and just add... I've got all this carbon right here, but I think I could also add to the efficiency of the buildings by adding some carbon right here in the row here too. So just kind of go like that. And that should provide enough carbon for all of these facilities to maintain production throughout the course of this. Okay, so we are now creating the Iridium propellant, which again, I don't think has any use at all. So incoming storage is empty is what it says. I wonder if... that's the incoming storage. I'm wondering if... Wait, what? Incoming storage is empty. You mean full? Now, it looks like it's being sent somewhere, right? No, they're storing it locally. Okay, I misread this. I was like, the storage is empty and it's complaining, and that didn't make any sense. And I'm thinking, well, where do you need to send it for storage? Because you're not using it. But I will add a storage place right here. I have no idea if they are actually going to send this stuff out to anywhere. It doesn't look as if this is even supported. It isn't. Yeah, so I don't need to add traffic by doing that. Okay, so the last thing to do, which we didn't do before, and we should have done, and I missed it, is... Well, I can add one more high-tech workshop right over here. That. You can see how these roads are set up here. So we have a huge amount of cars that get off the highway, or sorry, get off the train station, and then they kind of disperse and go wherever they need to go. There's 3 different roads now. They can keep going straight. They can get off this and then get into the system. They can go a little bit further, get off this road and head into the system. So it kind of just reduces the clutter by having all these. And then also I've reduced the clutter at this intersection by providing another one-way on-ramp that allows them to get over to the train station and go back this way. They can also do it from that side just by taking this road. So there's lots of different avenues that they can use to get where they want to go. Okay, so we want to create the HOLO display factories, right? So that's the final thing. I've gone through and sort of upgraded some of the infrastructure here, made some roads a little bit bigger, and just sort of connected a few of the dots, right? Hang on a second. We got some habitats downgrading. Excuse me? It didn't receive its good meal. There are good meals on their way. There it is. That's the good meal they needed. it looks like they might upgrade after that. So we might need to create more good meals, possibly. I thought we had enough of those being made already. Good meals. Like, we are making twice what we need on that. So I don't know about that. Maybe it's just a matter of the train arriving late or something. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, carbon nanotubes are a little bit of a concern as well. We'll need to create more of those. I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to go and just pop in some carbon nanotubes really quick here. And by adding this many, buildings to this area, we're going to introduce a lot of traffic in this area too. So I anticipate traffic jams to be a thing for a little while. But what I'm hoping to do here is... I actually think I need to expand this road just a bit. This one needs to be wider because it's going to be higher traffic. This one, I'm going to move actually to be over here because we can. Same thing with this. We're going to move this over here. That way I can make these roads highways as well. So basically, I just want these roads to not have really any capacity issues at all. And then we're just going to kind of slip you a little bit tighter there maybe, and then just a little bit tighter right there maybe. Okay. Down this area it's not as important because there won't be as many traffic flowing into here, but I just want to make sure there's no capacity issues. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we need to have carbon in this area, which we have plenty of. They're all right here kind of embedded in this, so I think that's probably enough. If I take a look at production overview, we are a little bit short on carbon actually. So I anticipate carbon might actually be something I need to add more of. Let's give that a shot. Carbon processor. One there, one there, one there. Here, and like that. Okay, hopefully that's sufficient for the supply we need on this. We're also going to need some power. So let's go ahead and just knock power down like right about here, let's say. And then we're going to come off of this line here and just be like that. All right. So the next thing to finally get to is these hollow displays, right? So I'm going to put these off the backside here, I think. They need iridium, but they also need carbon nanotubes and sand. I don't think we're delivering enough sand to the area, and if we are to get... Oh, excuse me. If we are to get a sand issue happening, or if we are to get sand sent, probably it's going to come from this area first, which is not ideal. One thing we could maybe do is get a highway from here, kind of bridge out, and then have it hook up to this area so like it bypasses this. But I think the other thing to do is just to make local, like make sand here, right? So here's what we could do. Why don't we add additional and additional electronics, because we're going to need that first and foremost here, I think, because we're short on that. And that's going to also use the sand. And just this, I'm only doing this first. This is not getting distracted. I'm doing this first so I can get a feel for where the sand is coming from and the amount that we're going to need. So I think also a good idea anyway would be to get this road to maybe go this direction and then hook over like that. And that could also get sand coming from this side over. And then it looks to me like a lot of the sand just came down from this side. Yeah, so they're all pushing it this way. Actually, I can have a microchip factory here, 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 and here. Can I fit it in here too? Yeah, right here, here, and here. And I think if I, yep, let it go free form, I can fit it in here. Boom, cool. So we get the microchips and stuff being made in that area too. Okay, so sand. I think we'll have it go from here. Just, this is sulfur. We need sand. Here we go. Why don't we just go off the back here? We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About like that. And then we'll just get a road that goes from here to on the ground. I don't want bridges. There we go. All right, that's a lot of sand. Then what we'll do is maybe we'll upgrade this road because it might be higher traffic now. And then we'll have this go straight like this. Apparently you don't have a road. That's weird. Oh, I lifted. This got lifted up, didn't it? Yep. Sure did. Thing certainly does like to make its bridges. Certainly. There we... whoops. There we go. Okay. Then just stay down. Don't make a bridge. Good enough. Okay. So, with this, I'm thinking... nope. This one. I'm thinking since we can make the carbon nanotubes here and we have a local source of sand right here, the only thing that's going to need to happen is we need iridium. Now, if I drop a hollow display factory down right here, what's going to happen is we're going to have a ton of purple cars trying to make their way from here, and probably here, but mostly here too, and they're going to be trying to make their way all the way down here to deliver it. I don't think that's a good idea for traffic flow. So instead... Oh. What's going on over here? Whoa. We got a big traffic issue over here now. Stuff's not getting delivered. We're overproducing it like crazy, but it's not getting delivered. I'm wondering if it's got to do with this new station. Like it's like maybe the good food is being delivered here instead of being dropped off in the middle. Maybe they're dropping it off here and then it has to make its way in. Like I'm seeing green trucks here. Yeah. So that's going to cause a problem. All these green trucks should not be here. That's electronics. Yeah, some of these are actually... A lot of these are electronics, but some of them are meals. So I'm not sure what would cause that. So maybe what I need to do now is to create a district. If I create a district, let's say like this. All right, so this is the district for good meals, okay? And then we say this district over here, this is where the residential area is, okay? And we just kind of paint this in. Okay, and then we say we want this to be a district as well, all right? So a completely separate district here as well. So then what we do is we say that we want the good meals to be delivered from this district to this district. And like we don't, is there any way for me to disallow? Drag the mouse cursor between districts to create an export rule. Districts without export rules can export goods anywhere. So this has one export rule. Deliver it to there, not here, right? So hopefully maybe that'll clear it up, because that's a lot of green trucks that should not be there. But that might not be the only problem in this area. I was really hoping to get to those hollow displays too. They may not be the only problem in this area. This intersection is actually pretty well done. At least it was until massive amount of cars on their way this direction. Where are you all going? Ah, delivery trucks. So this is all those advanced things, the edutainment. Can I get you guys to go that way? Like, don't use this road, but go that direction. There's a direct route from here directly into that way. Is there any way I can make that happen? Because I don't want it to go out just because this is a bigger road. There's a direct line right there. And it's not that busy either. Maybe I can upgrade this street. If I upgrade both of these streets, maybe even all the way down, I can maybe get them to... did that thing again. Yeah, like that. Maybe if I can just upgrade it, it'll react differently. We might have a problem here with traffic. I might have to look at this because these houses are going to start getting downgraded because of this good meal thing. And then these guys don't have home appliances. I have added 3 additional home appliances right here. 3 additional ones on this little road. So they should be getting on the highway and heading straight down where they need to be. So I'm hoping that will work itself out. But if the rest of the traffic is hung up like this, coming off the train, that's a big issue, especially since even if they were like this good meals right here, why is it going this way? It should be going this direction. The only reason it's not going this direction is because this road is completely clear of traffic. You could totally use this, except it's not upgraded. So this one has the higher speed. Even though it's more congested, it'll still prioritize that instead. So the one thing I would have to do to get that to do what I want, I guess. No, I'm hoping that just brings it in the train right here. Like, it should drop it off in here, so it's all in there. So let's just see if that's what happens. Sand is here, Iridium is here, carbon nanotubes is here. We'll try the hollow display factories here. Again, I don't know exactly what these are for, but I know that as soon as I leave these in here, let's do it like this. I know that the moment I leave these here and build this, I mean, we're just gonna have a ton of Iridium brought down here. So I'm gonna maybe do only 3. Maybe we'll do 3 for now. And it looks like we're gonna have to kind of wanted to go straight here, so we'll go straight like this, and then maybe over like that. Yeah, there's really no reason for them to come this way, though, is there? No. All right, so we'll move these back down. Okay, we'll do 3 for now, and again, that'll prompt some Iridium to be brought down to them. Once they're full and they're working and they're, you know, there's no backlog of Iridium, then I'll just add them incrementally. All right, upgrades. Habitats are upgrading again. Some of them are downgrading. How's it working with the food? I should see food coming off this train consistently all the time. I haven't changed anything. Here's a bunch of food, right? Yeah, there's a bunch of food. So it is getting brought here. I worry that it's getting brought here too. So I'm hoping that the district thing takes care of that. We'll see. Because that also will introduce less cars into this area, which will clog the traffic less. And then maybe everything can go back to normal. What's odd to me is that it wasn't exporting good meals here before. And now all of a sudden it's like super congested. I mean, look at this backlog. That's insane. And it's all because, I mean, this intersection is busy, don't get me wrong, but it was flowing. The whole time it was flowing. And I want to say just the idea of expanding roads, right? To make roads better and to give them higher capacity, it alters the AI's decisions on which roads to drive in. And sometimes it's not ideal decisions. Sometimes it's things you don't expect. Like by increasing the capacity of this road, which is something I did, from being 4 lanes to 6 lanes, cars may decide to prioritize this road even if this one is a more direct route. And I worry that's what happened with the edutainment. The VR edutainment. I'm worried that they have decided to go this way even though that road is more direct. You can just literally just cross and go straight into where they're needed right here, which is what that was designed for. Yeah, so that sucks. One way I could maybe get around that is by making this a highway, which means I'd need a different road for these buildings to go on, or I can just not have that supply, or I can move it off of the road. So what if I moved it, like, say, here? Say I moved that there and this over here to like this. And then this could be actually just right where it is. We don't have to move it. But let's see what happens if I do this. If I take this, make this a highway all the way down. Now, I'm obviously going to have to change the locations of some things, right? But this, if it's a highway all the way down, Like all the way. Yep, all the way down. Cars may decide to prioritize this road. I can't do this one. Cars may decide to prioritize this road now. And so now the question is, there's going to be a lot of buildings like these that don't have any roads, and so we have to move them so that there are. So we can take things like, we can go like this. We can go like this. I can shift this building maybe to be back here, let's say. And then there's just this tiny little road where it kind of comes off this main road, but like no big deal sort of thing. No? You don't want to do that? You sure? You don't want to just come off this little tiny road? No, we can move it. That's fine. So this is this nanotubes? All right, we can move the nanotubes somewhere. Right, somewhere where it's a little bit more somewhere where it's a little better positioned. Maybe like right here. Oh, almost. Come on. You were blue. I saw it. There. Yeah. What else we got here on this road? All these electronics. So they're kind of clumped together anyway. The electronics. So why don't we move you closer to the copper, which of course will free up, you know, the supply of copper over here as well. We'll go over here actually with it. That's fine. We could take all of the electronics that's on this and just bring it over here. And given the range and the distance I'm moving these, it's probably best just to do this. Because the range, it's going to be the same cost, right? We've covered that. And then we'll just go through here and pop that there. All right, so that's closer to the copper now. And then we've got the school, which can easily be relocated over here. No big deal. Just pop it right there. And then the stadium is a little bit more challenging, but I mean, well, we can get rid of the sand, although this sand's probably helping in other ways. But if I move this sand somewhere else, maybe right here. No, it doesn't really fit there, does it? I can put it over here, but that's right on the traffic. No thanks. How about on this side? Is there any reason to have sand on this side? No, I don't think so. All right, we'll do it, let's just do it here. Mark it here, and then we'll just have like this, I don't know, this one-way road that just kind of, I don't even need a big one, just a small one-way road that kind of just leads into that intersection. It's fine. So the stadium, I think we'll have to shift this over a little bit, and then we move the stadium to be something like, no? Oh, you're not going to let me do it? Hold on. So close. I saw the blue. Yeah, so all I really have to do here, I think, is just something like this. There we go. So this gives me, right, that big highway that takes them directly where they need to go. And now I'm hoping, there we go, VR Edutainment, these guys will choose to use this route instead. And as a result, I'm hoping it kind of frees up the load on this intersection and then maybe allows this traffic to, you know, to kind of flow a little bit easier. So I'm hoping if we come back and check on this, that it'll free itself up. Or alternatively, what we might discover is that it just gets really backed up all the way through here now. Hopefully that's not the case. We'll see if this stuff starts getting upgraded again and getting delivered the way it should be. Let's take a look at this over here. And we're operating at 161%. All of the stuff is built. So let's go ahead and get the HOLO displays put in. We'll put in like 4 more. Again, I don't know what these things are used for, but they seem cool anyway. We'll put the nanotubes next to it, and then I think I'm also going to need a few narrow processors as well. A few more anyway. So I think we'll put this. Look at this. Like I could technically stick these in between these buildings if I just made that road a little bit bigger. We'll go ahead and do it like this though, just because it's interesting. Flip it around to the doors facing this way, and then flip this around to the doors facing that way, and like this, and then like this. Just because it's interesting to do it. Okay. We're making a lot of things. And the fast neutron reactor is nearly done on research. So when we come back for the next video, we're going to have the neutron reactor done, and I'm going to have the adamantine mining started at least on research. We can make sure all these blips go away. We can fix all the traffic issues. I think this right here is a bad deal. Having all this iridium rushing down that direction right now is a bad deal, and I really do wish there was a way for me to terraform or sculpt the land, or at the bare minimum allow the posts on these bridges to be longer so that I could make a nice big gradual bridge down to this highway, and then these guys could get on the highway instead. But or at least I could cross canyons. Like, that's the purpose of bridges, really, is to cross canyons, and I can't do that in this game. So one idea I could have is to take a small train station and just to put it down like right around here. That's kind of nice. Goes just off the border. I won't be able to connect the road to anything because it's out of the... Well, I can actually... It will let me build off of this grid, kind of, which is interesting. But mostly I would be connecting it with these roads. And then I could just take this rail and go like over top right here, right? Go through here and then down, around, and connect it to the train station. And then all the iridium can just be pumped on a train and be brought to the train station here and then output right here. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll do that in the next video. Or maybe I'll just build it and then I'll show you and then we'll go to the next video. Yeah, let's just do that real quick. Magic of video editing, right? Okay, there you go. So train station's done. Kind of pulls right into here, and a lot of these iridium trucks and stuff now stop into the train station so that they can make their way down to where we need them. You can see these things only really run when there's demand, so they kind of pump it out intermittently. But that train's gonna go all the way down like this. Yeah, I wish I could follow it, that'd be sweet. But it comes all the way down this track, zips around over top of those miners, does the little bacon track thing that it likes to do, and eventually makes its way into the station here, where we now have 3 trains running simultaneously. This one's bringing down the iridium, so it can be exiting out of here and going off to the destination where it needs to go, instead of clogging up the roads. Then, of course, the train returns and does the same thing over and over again, which is kind of nice. If you take a look over here, we got a couple of... things. This is missing motors and stuff now, so like I can add more motors in here if I'm not producing enough. It looks like I'm slightly underproducing, like I can add a couple more if I want to. Maybe like one right here and one up on top of this, I don't know. But you can see how the traffic is at least flowing now. Well, it was before I started talking to you, and now it's not. So I need to fix the traffic. This, I think, has done a pretty good job of redirecting traffic over into this area, but it hasn't fixed the problem, which a real shame, because like it should have fixed the problem. I'm gonna have to look at this and try to figure out why these guys. Okay, so now the problem is cars are moving. Yeah, like they're, instead of getting off and going that way or this way, they're now like, I upgraded this road and I'm wondering if that's changed their AI. I'm gonna have to play around with like which roads need to be upgraded to like prioritize their traffic, because this is still locked down. A lot of these buildings are back to being upgraded again because of the good meals and stuff, but I am gonna need to play with traffic a bit more. This area here especially is not great. The electronics are over here now, so that means there's additional vehicles that would otherwise not be here that are shipping electronics all the way into here. They used to be locally sourced and now they're not, so moving them out to the outskirts of town didn't work very well. And one solution to that might just be another train station here that connects to this one, and like then we ship it in here. I do have a spare track on this station, so I can have another closed loop that maybe brings supply from this big manufacturing area that generates a lot of vehicles, and it funnels it into this area, which clogs up the traffic. So I might be able to like make a train here and have everybody ship their stuff to the train, and then just whip the supply over here, drop it off, and dump it into this area, because this area does flow pretty nicely. You know, it's not that heavy a traffic in this area. We could easily do with more cars in here, but I have to play around with it some more. So there's clearly some work to do. I will dink around and I'll update you on what I did. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate it, especially for your patience as well. We've clearly had a lot less videos on the channel than normal. We're kind of going through some stuff, if you will. In my personal life, I'm kind of going through some stuff. And it's been an environment for me mentally that just is not conducive to playing games like this, and to playing critically thinking games where you have to solve puzzles and move things and move pieces around. Those types of things, I'm distracted, I guess, is my TLDR. So I'm working on that, but it's going to be a little bit. So for all your patience that you have, and you know, the lack of videos that have been releasing, thank you so much for that. For those of you who have actually stuck around for it, I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.